So it's broadcasting. I've got a spotty signal here,
Yeah.
but it's
5-bar signal somewhere. That'll work great.
yeah. I think it's broadcasting. If I look at the, well, maybe not. It's a little spotty.
Oh, yeah. My buddy and I were talking.
That's a long way down there.
I already got a picture of you there.
It's really hard to see their numbers.
Yeah, their numbers are hard to see.
Okay, good. I was like,
Yeah.
25. I got their picture. That doesn't matter.
Carol, Pete, how many lineups? We'll just know where to mark it when it gets back to lead off. Okay? That's all we're doing. All right. Balls!
All right. I don't know if it is broadcasting. It's spotty. I changed the frame rate to just, and it's broadcasting right now at 30 frames per second, 720. But my reception is spotty on the iPad too, so it's hard for me to monitor it. It's just 2 bars of Verizon, so. All right. So hopefully those of you watching at home, I know the reception here is kind of spotty, so the broadcast may break up a little bit here and there. This is Mudville 9 against the Blaze, top of the first. It's number 82, and I'm new to the team. I don't know all the players' names, but I think it says Jack Varney on the list here. The roster I have is about a 4-point font, so it's a little hard for me to read. Is that right? Yeah, all right. I've got a 2-2 count. And a good curveball. And it looks like batting in the 2 hole is number 17, Andrew Graham. So pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here on the top of the first. Ball's up and in, 2-0. Fastball in the outside corner, 2-1 count. Foul ball down the third base line. 2-2 count. Oh, that hit him. So Graham takes one in the back on a runner on first with 1 out. Brings up number 5, Cole Williams. Pitcher looks him back to first, no throw. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle, nice line drive. Graham is going to try for third. Oh, he holds up. Good throw to third. Good decision by Graham not to try to stretch that into 2 bases. So we got runners on first and second, 1 out. Into the plate is number 13. That's Roy Shanks. Excuse me, Rory Shanks. Ball low. Yeah, catches the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 count. Fastball's up and in. Brushes Rory off the plate. Got a 2-1 count. And that's a line drive past the diving third baseman. Graham's going to come around to score. RBI single. Shanks. to the plate. We've got one out, runners on first and second, one run in. This is number 14. JC Warsham. That's another hard hit ball to the second baseman. They're going to get the force out at second, but the throw to first is not in time to get Warsham. This brings up number 99, Ryan Kinney. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Fly ball, deep left field, foul ball, just out of the reach of the left fielder. It's fouled down the third base foul line. 0-2. Yep. Yeah, Andrew scored on that. No, that was the fielder's choice. So the runner from second advanced to third, but they got the out at second. Just chatting with Matt Graham, the game changer. Fouls it away again. Hanging tough. 0-2 still. Runners on the corner. 2 outs here in the top of the first. We got 1 run in. A nice curveball. Got him swinging, but I'll end the half inning. Muddies get 1 run on a hit batter and 2 hits. All right, for those of you just joining us, it's bottom of the first. Leadville scored 1 in the top half of the inning. And this is the Blaze leading it off. Number 1, I don't have his name. Looks like Preston Pierce. Number 4 is pitching for the Muddies. First pitch is low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. 1-1. So the reception here is kind of spotty, so I had to change the resolution and the frame rate. Hopefully the broadcast is coming through okay, but we'll continue to troubleshoot. This is my first time doing this. The 1-1 pitch. It's fouled straight back again. 1-2. Hopefully when we play at some fields with a better reception, we'll be able to get a little higher quality video stream. Nice pitch. Strikes him out swinging. And we have 1 down. He's up there. 2-hole hitter number 33. And he swings through a high fastball. 0-1. He tried to check his swing, but another high fastball, but they peeled down to first base. Called a strike, so we're 0-2. Nice curveball. Gets him looking. 2 down here. Back-to-back strikeouts. Starts him off with the ball. Breaking ball that just missed the inside corner at the knees. And a fastball in the outer half for a called strike. 1-1 count. Another good fastball, this time on the inside part of the plate for a 1-2 count. Ball too low. Fouls off the fastball to stay alive. A 2-2 count. Looked like a changeup to me. A little low. Got a full count. 2 outs here. Bottom of the first. No runners on. No runs in. Ground ball to shortstop. A nice play by Graham and a nice scoop by the first baseman. And that'll record 6-3 putout. And we go into the top of the second with Mudville leading 1-0.
That's not happening. Yeah, I know. I just see. I was wondering.
All right, we're about to start at the top of the second. Jack Shoup leading it off for Mudville.
Go shoot. Go shoot.
Nice cut. No one count. There's a nice curveball. It's got him 0-2 now. And misses with the curveball outside there, but that was a good pitch. Pitcher's got a nice breaking ball. Shoup plays off the high fastball, evens the count at 2-2. So he's going to beat that throw. So he swung and missed at a strike three curveball down in the dirt. Got away from the catcher, and a good hustle to first base.
Go, Biggs.
That was a wild pitch. Dropped the, yeah. That's, yep. Yeah, I was in the dirt. Yep. I'd score that a wild pitch. Yep. And then strikeout wild pitch. Yep. And just chatting with the game changer scorekeeper here to make sure everyone's on the same page. And this is at bat number 34. Who's batting, guys? 34?
Sam Biggers.
Sam Biggers. Got some of the players on the bleachers behind me here because social distancing doesn't allow them to be in the dugout. I missed that first pitch. What's the count?
It is 1.
Okay, a 1 count. The Bigger. Shoup on first base. He's going. And throw down is going to be not in time. Stolen base. Yeah, it's a ball. 1-1. And he hung that breaking ball high. 2-1 count. Fastball up and away brings the count to 3-1. Good swing. It might have been a changeup. A little ahead of it. Or full count. Oh, that ball is deep to right field, and that's gone. Nice swing. Right over just inside the foul pole at the 319-foot mark. That ball went about 325 feet. I call that a fly ball.
I think just tucked right. Yeah. That's good, big. Boy, Biggers. Their whole team.
That was a 2-run home run. Still no outs. Brings the score. Mudville 3, Blaze 0. No outs, top of the second. And that first pitch to number 2. Who's number 2, guys? So we got Casey Lennon Jones. So going to miss to even up the count at 1-1. Another swing and a miss. High fastball. 1-2. Fastball high, evens the count at 2-2.
Not even a game. I mean, just because it was. Why didn't you hurt your wrist? Yeah. So that was just like unlucky. Yeah.
And that breaking ball missed low.
Tip. I forgot about that.
Got our full count.
Chip case.
Lennon Jones has worked the count to full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ball 4, up and away. Good at bat.
Yeah, the thing. That was like a lower game. I'm like, oh, that. We got a lot of lefties now. Yeah.
Looks like coach is out to talk to the pitcher. Time out on the field here, and let's see. Now, how many people in the lineup? 11. My scorecard here has only got a spot for 10. That's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, they did. They brought in the second baseman. They moved somebody out second base. They brought some other guy.
All right, looks like we have a pitching change. So who's on deck there, guys?
On deck is going to be Paul Noon. Wait, no, who's hitting?
He's 8. 8 is Noon. 8 is Noon. All right, and who's hitting?
Noon. And hitting right now. Walden. Kyle Walden.
Walden. All right.
Like, off the bat, it was off the bat. I was like, no. Then I kind of looked at the exactly. I stopped looking at it. What do you feel like? 4 like curveballs, okay? Should have checked out the videos. On the ball.
All right. Walden to the plate. We got a runner on first. No outs here. Top of the second. Mudville leads 3-0. And a fake throw to first. This swing and a miss for strike one. As the line drive fouled on the left field line. Count 0-2. Catcher's talking here to the pitcher, giving him some pointers on his delivery. Swing and a miss at a good change up for strike three. So we got one down here on the top of the second, runner on first. And this brings up number 8, Noon. There goes the runner. Catcher loses it on the transfer, so Lennon Jones goes into second standing up. And that ball, wild pitch low, bounces back almost to the backstop. Lennon Jones coasts into third base. And we got 2 balls, no strikes to Noon. Looks like coach is coming out to talk to his pitcher. Just holding his right arm. Maybe got a sore right arm. We'll see what happens here. And let's look for another pitching change. Got a sore arm. Not sure how much baseball any of these teams have been playing. So this could be early March. 73, I think.
Go on, dude.
This game's also being broadcast on Game Changer. Anyone's interested in the stats so far or the positions people are playing, I can't tell. I don't know all the players yet, and I can't tell who's playing where in the field. And as I stated earlier, this roster is printed in about 4-point font, so I can barely read it. So I apologize if I miss any names or mispronounce anything. All right, here we go. So we have a 2-1, is that what he said? 2 balls, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, 2-0 count to Noon, Paul Noon, and here we go. Good swing and a fastball on the outer half of the plate. Brings the count to 2-1. And that falls into shallow left field. Left fielder looks like he has a beat on it, and that's a little too shallow for the runner on third to try to advance. So that brings us to 2 outs and top of the order. Yes, I think so. Yep, number 82, Varney's at the plate, top of the order. 2 outs, runner on third here in top of the second. And ball 1. Fastball's low and away. Brings the count to 2-0. And that fastball caught a piece of the outside corner. Brings the count to 2-1. Another low fastball catches a piece of the plate. Brings the count even at 2-2. And that is ball 3 in the dirt. Brings the count to full. Barney stays alive, fouls that ball back. Count remains full.
Go, JV.
And that pitch is low, ball 4. Runners on the corners, 2 outs here, top of the second.
Go, Andrew.
And this brings up Andrew Graham, hit by a pitch, first time up in the first inning. Came around to score the Muddies' first run. Called strike 1. Got a breaking ball on the low inside corner from here. And that's fouled straight back. It's going to be out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Graham. And fouled out of play over the right first base dugout. That ball was low, bringing the count to 1-2. And on the wild pitch, the runner at first advanced second, so we got runners on second and third. 2 outs, a 1-2 count. And a good breaking ball gets him to swing for the third out of the inning. And Mudville scores 2 that inning, bringing the score to 3-0 as we go into the bottom of the second against the Blaze. 4, 5, and 6 hitter coming up. All right, here we go. Looks like Pierce is still on the mound. Bottom of the second. And leading off is the number 4 hitter for the Blaze. 3-0 Mudville. And he grounds that fastball just wide of third base, foul ball. Fastball low. 1-1 count. And that fastball's foul just out of play behind home plate. Brings the count to 1-2. And the number 42 fights off a good fastball to stay alive here. Keep the count at 1-2. Another good fastball. Again, staying alive. Falls that one straight back. And that fastball caught the inside corner. Got him looking for the first out of the inning. Brings up number 5 for the Blaze. Number 5 and the 5 hitter. It's just a little low for ball 1. Oh, he fights off a good curveball. Foul down the first base line. We're even in the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball's up and away. Brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. That pitch just missed on the outside corner for ball 4. So the Blaze have their first base runner of the afternoon. This brings up the 6-hitter, number 35. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Ball's low. Yeah, 1-0 pitch is grounded to the first baseman. Toss over to the pitcher for the out at first. Runner advances to second. So we'll score that. 3-1 put out. Two down. First pitch is fouled back. And out of play. 0-1. That's a nice pitch. Little breaking ball caught the inner half of the plate there. And throws the batter looking. 2 strikes. Takes a cut at a high fastball. Fouled straight back. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner on second. Bottom of the second inning. And that pitch, breaking ball, bounced in front of the plate and over our catcher to the backstop. That allows the runner to advance to third and brings the count to 2-2. 2-2. And there you go. Strike 3. Nice fastball. That will end the inning. 1 walk, no hits, no runs. 2 in the books. Top of the third, Mudville leads 3-0. Here we go. Top of the third. That pitch is high and outside to Williams for ball one. And ball outside, 2-0 count. 3-0. Mudville, top of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. Williams leading off the inning here with a 2-0 count. And that one misses low and outside. And a 3-0 pitch bounces in front of the plate for ball four. This brings up the four-hitter Shanks. Singled in the first inning, and then was put out at second on fielder's choice. Another ball low in the dirt. Catcher did a nice job moving his feet and keeping that from getting by him and allowing the runner to advance to second. Pitcher steps off, resets. That ball was low. Counts 2 balls, no strikes. That ball's in. 3-0 count. Haven't seen a strike yet this inning. And ball four. Second consecutive walk. Got runners on first and second and no outs here in the top of the third. That brings up number 14, Worsham. Worsham reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Ball's up and in to the left-handed hitting Worsham for ball one. A lot of these pitches are up, so that's ball too high. 2-0 count, but he may be thinking taking all the way, given that this pitcher hasn't thrown a strike yet this inning. And he was. Fastball at the knees. Looked like he was taking all the way. 2-1. Swings at a high fastball, fouls it back behind home plate, not a play. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Timeout called. That runner on second caught the attention of the pitcher just a little too long. And he fouls another 2-2 pitch back out of play behind home plate. Ball is up and out. Brings the count full. It started out cold and drizzly, but there's some blue sky breaking through the clouds right now. And he hits that hard, but just wide of first base for a foul ball. Count stays at 3-2. And the runners reset, and here we go with another 3-2 pitch on the way. And that is hit hard, but again, foul. Line drive leaves the ballpark in foul territory. Down the right field line. And the runners reset again. Some disinfected balls just brought in for the umpire. And that's ball 4 high. You got the bases loaded, no outs here. Good opportunity for number 99, Kinney. That first pitch is high, ball 1. Checks his swing. It's just a little high. 2 balls. So I'm checking my camera intermittently, and I know the signal's breaking up because of the cell services here. Hopefully the audio is still coming through. And that's a strike. Catches the outside corner at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Bases loaded. Top of the third. Mudville leads 3-0. That ball is popped up high on the infield, foul territory. Third base side, a little miscommunication between the infielders, and that ball drops equidistant between the pitcher, third baseman, and the catcher. Other third baseman's ball all the way. Yeah, I think it's usually the third baseman's ball though, right? That's the triangle of doom. Matt says. I've got a better job than he does. He has to pound all these numbers into his game changer. I can just sit here and talk. And the count's 2-2 for Kinney. Yeah, he'll be the color guy this summer. Breaking ball misses high. Brings the count full. Nowhere to put him, so here comes the pitch, and that ball is hit into left field. Caught by the left fielder. We're going to have a no throw to the plate. The runner. Sacrifice fly. Good execution by Kinney. Sac fly. scores Williams for third. The other runners have to hold. So we got Shanks at second and Worsham at first base, both walked. This brings up Shoop with 1 out, runners on first and second. Ball's low, good stop by the catcher. Keep the runners in place. 1 ball, no strikes to Shoop. Swings through a pitch on the good pitch on low on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. Timeout called by Shoop after the pitcher decided to take his time. Swing a miss at another good pitch, right at the knees on the outer half of the plate. And the 1-2 pitch finds the outer half of the outer half of the plate, for strike 3 and out number 2. This brings the left-handed hitting Bigger to the plate. Pulled one about 325 feet over the right field fence in the second inning. And that ball is low and gets past the catcher just far enough for the runners to advance. So an opportunity here with 2 outs for Bigger. Runners on second and third. And 1-0 pitch. Again, high to right field. That's going to curve foul, though. High foul ball. Didn't quite have the distance of his last hit. Brings the count to 1-1. Pitch low, gets by the catcher. We're going to have a play at the plate, and he's safe. He's safe. He might have been out had the pitcher been able to hold on to the ball. It was a really close play. The ball gets away on the slide, and Shanks crosses the plate for the second run of the inning, and the 5th run overall. So 2-1 count. Runner on third, 2 outs for Bigger. And another ball low, good block by the catcher. Keep that run at third. Counts 3-1. Look for something to drive here. And ball 4 is low and inside. So runners to corners with 2 outs. This brings up Lennon Jones. Walked last inning. Yeah. We are in the top of the third. 5-0. Yep. And the first pitch to Lennon Jones is low, blocked by the catcher, but it doesn't stay in front of him, and that allows the Vigor to advance to second, standing up. Yeah, fastball, outer half of the plate. Called strike. Got to 1-1. That pitch is low. Ball 2. Two-two pitch is lined into left field. That's going to plate 1 run. Here comes the throw. We're going to have a play at the plate, and he throw to the catcher is high. That'll bring 2 runs across. So a 2 RBI single by Lennon Jones. And that's going to bring the coach out to the mound for a visit. And we've got Walden up next, and it looks like on deck is Ben Porter, who must be coming into the game for number 8 Noon. And we're going to have a pitch and change. It's like a lefty. Two four, it looks like. Number 24 now pitching for the Blaze. I thought that cloud cover was going to break up, but blue sky just disappeared again. A little small patch over the right field fence. Nice little venue here. Grass field, grass infield, surrounded by tall pine trees. Hardly any wind. There was a bit of a breeze earlier today blowing out to right field, but it's pretty calm right now. All right, looks like we're ready to get started again here. Catcher giving his new pitcher a little word of encouragement and heads back behind home plate. This brings up number 3. Is that Walden still number 3, Matt, batting, or did we sub?
No, we're still hitting things.
Okay. And there's first pitch, fly ball into center field. Center fielder's got a beat on it, tracks it down, a couple steps in, and makes a third out of the inning. Strands Lennon Jones at second, but the Muddies get 4 runs on 4 walks and a hit. And we go to the bottom half of the third with Mudville up 2, 3, 5, 6, 7-0. Let's see. Do we have a pitching change or not? No, looks like number 4, Pierce, is still out there. Sure, Coach Kurt has him on. Think so, yep. Sure, Coach Kurt has him on pitch count limits here. How many pitches does he have? Not many. 32 pitches, yeah. Not sure what that number is. It's probably somewhere around 50 or 60, given that we haven't been playing. I got Ben in left field. All right, the 8-hole hitter, number 3 for Blaze, steps into the box, and the first pitch is on the way. Ball 1 inside. That fastball is wide, 2-0. And that 2-0 pitch is popped into shallow right field. Nice play by the right fielder. Nice play. Covered a lot of ground, caught that ball. Kind of behind the first baseman. Shallow right field. The first out of the inning. This brings up the 9-hole hitter. Number 21 takes a hard cut at a high fastball, swings right through it. Strike 1. And that ball is in left field. Shallow left field, just outside the infield. Shortstop. That's Graham. Calls off the left fielder and makes the catch for out number 2. Score that F6. And let's see, are we batting 9 or 10 here? This is number 13. They're batting 10 at least. Takes the first pitch, strike. Swings through a low and away fastball. 0-2 count. And short work. Strike 3. Swinging. No hits, no runs, no errors in the bottom half of the third. And Pierce has faced 10 batters, not allowed a hit, and has 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and about 40 pitches. Pretty good work. looks like we're going to have our first substitution of the game for Mudville. Number 32, Porter, batting in the 11 hole. All right, Porter's in the box. Umpire signals play, and we go in the top of the fourth. And that pitch is low for ball one. Swings through a low pitch. Even the count at 1-1. And he ground ball to third base. Takes a bit of a bad hop and heats up the third baseman. Porter reaches on what I'm going to score as a E5. And that brings to the plate number 6. Looks like we're gonna have some subs working in here, so I'm gonna have to get my roster back out. This is Caden. Swings over a first pitch fastball. This pitcher's not throwing very hard, so the balls are dropping out of the strike zone as they get to the plate. That pitch is low for ball one. Brings the count to 1-1. That pitch is fouled back and hits the backstop fence right at the top. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caden. And if I'm reading this right on my 4-point font, Kapani. Is that right, Matt Kabani? Yeah, Caden. Yeah. And the runner goes. Pitch is fouled back. Might have been a hit and run. Porter will return to first base. And the count remains 1-2. So that ball was fouled back and out of play. Throw to first. Got a left-handed pitcher there, so Porter gets his uniform dirty, diving back to first. Counts 1-2. Got no outs here in the top of the fourth, with Mudville leading 7-0. And that ball is fouled back. The catcher cannot squeeze it, so foul ball. And Caden hangs tough. 1-2 count. And that was swing and a miss for strike 3. That's I can tell they're having a hard time adjusting to the pitching here. Is a lot slower than the previous pitchers, and every pitch is kind of like a change up that drops as it gets to the plate. We got one out, runner on first. That brings up Graham, who moves way up in the box. Just high for ball one. And the umpire called time's gonna speak something over with the field umpire. Field umpire puts on his mask. Wonder if the pitcher's doing something that home plate umpire's wondering about. All right, 15, 20-second conversation. Not sure what that was about, but we'll see here. We got a 1-0 count. Graham, runner on first, one out. That pitch is just a little low. Graham does a good job laying off. And Graham sends a ball to deep left field. Left fielder's going to make the play, no problem, barely has to move. And runner has to stay at first. This brings up number 77. Jack DiDonato. Throw over to first. Runner back in time. DiDonato just entering the game here in the 3-hole of the lineup. First at bat of the year. That pitch catches the outside corner of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count. It might have been a knuckleball. That might be what he's throwing. That bounces short of the plate for ball one. And ball two. This is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Donato. DiDonato. Ball 3, low. Three one count. And that ball is flared into left field. If that stays fair, it's going to be trouble. It is a fair ball. Porter gets on his horse and goes first to third. Good piece of hitting. Take that ball the other way. Starts the year off with a base hit. This brings up number 20. Tyler Shroop. Called first pitch strike. Looked a little low from here, but so runners on the corner with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Mudville up 7-0. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. That's fly ball to left field. Left fielder's got a beat on it, and that's going to end the top of the 4th. One hit that inning by DeDonato. No runs scored. Looks like we have a pitching change for Mudville, number 34. Sam Biggers. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like Biggers is pitching now. Number 20, Shroop, also entered the game. I don't know where. He's at third. Okay. Oh, did they? On that last up? Oh, on the fly ball, they called it a. I had it. He flew out to left field, but they called him out. Okay. Okay. So up first pitch. It's number 25. Looks like they're batting 11 also. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 11 hole hitter, number 25. And a swing and a miss for strike 3 on a low inside pitch. And This brings up number 1. Looks like the Blaze may just be. Are they okay? So they're subbing in here, number 1.
One is the top.
Oh, it is. I had number 4, but swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 down here in the bottom of the floor. Did they give you a lineup card? No. So I guess they could just be batting their lineup too, couldn't they? Okay.
43.
Yeah.
You have 33 next.
I had 33 next. I had 4 leading off. I might have gotten that wrong though. Ball high brings count to.
That was the, they said they were hitting 11 in the beginning. That was their 11.
Okay. Yep. This ball's fouled back. Strike 2. I think that brings us to a 2-2 count. Yep, the count's even at 2-2. Oh, good pitch. Just misses the inside corner. Full count. Batter jump back a little bit, and that might have fooled the umpire. And that ball 4 is just a little bit outside. So got a runner on first with 1 out. That brings up number 43, hitting in the 2-hole. And a swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 1. Yep. And then 14's on deck, and he's the 3-hole hitter, so that's not changed. And the runner goes. The throw down is just behind the runner a little bit, and the runner is safe. Close play, though. Was that? That's 101, I think, yeah. Oh, 1 and 2. 2 and 1, okay. All right. 2 balls, 1 strike here. We got 1 out, runner on second. Catcher going out. Talk to his pitcher. Pitch must have been just a little inside. Good fastball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down here. Top of the 4th. Got a runner on second. This brings up the number 3 hitter. First pitch is inside. Looked like a breaking ball. Ball one. Nice fastball on the inside corner. Gets him looking for strike two. Or excuse me, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, swing and a miss. Not a good pitch on the inner half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike three looking. That's a good pitch. Batter doesn't agree. Thinks it's low. May have a point. He's a pretty tall guy, but 2 strikes probably too close to take. Especially with the runner on second, though. That's 4 innings in the books. Mudville leads 7-0. So a little clarification. Last time Mudville was up, Andrew Graham hit a fly ball that was caught in left field, but the umpire actually called him out for being outside the front of the box. Andrew had moved up in the box to adjust for the speed of the pitching, and apparently the umpire thought his front foot was out of the box when he made contact with that ball. It changed the results of the play. Not sure how you score that in Game Changer. That's not my problem. And that's the first pitch of the top of the fifth, and it is low for ball one to Worsham. Ball too low. Strike one looking. 49-mile-an-hour changeup. To get some discipline to lay off some of those low pitches by the Mudville players here. Here's the count to 3-1. Takes cut it off. Pitch high in the zone, maybe above the zone, fouls it off behind the first base dugout. Bring the count to full. And he swings through that diving fastball. for the first out of the inning. And this brings up Kinney. Sac fly last time he was up in the third inning. And swings through that diving fastball. This pitcher's giving the Mudville hitters a little bit of trouble. Clocking the pitch speed in the 50-mile-an-hour range. It just dies when it gets to the plate. Same pitch, same result, 0-2 count. Lays off that one for ball one. Catcher wanted it, but that was clearly low. He gets himself another strikeout swinging. This brings up, let's see, another substitution, number 22. Aiden Carter, it looks like. Looks at ball one. Ball two, again low. These Mudville hitters might be wise to take 2 or 3 pitches. Get their timing down and find something up in the zone. Strike one at the top of the strike zone. This hits back, but off the end of the bat, blooper, pop up to the third baseman who runs back and makes the play. Three up, 3 down here in the top of the 5th for Mudville. Bigger's back on the mound, it looks like, for the bottom of the 5th here. Going to face the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the Blaze lineup. Checking my stream, and it looks like it's really struggling here. So hopefully you guys are getting the audio, but the cell signal here is bouncing around. All right, number 4 hitter for the Blaze, Number 42. Takes ball one outside. Ball two, a little low and in. Swings through the 2-0 pitch, a little late on that one. Brings the count to 2-1. Ball three is a little high and outside. Good pitch. Breaking ball, gets him swing right over the top of it, bring the count to full. That pitch a little outside. Results in a walk. Brings up the number 5 hitter. And he swings through. Fastball on the inner half of the plate. Ooh, ball one just misses, maybe a little low on the outside corner. That pitch is in. 2 balls on a strike. I'm not sure. That just missed us. Brings the count to 3-1. Looked like a strike from here, but I thought it was a little high, I suppose. Ball well inside. Rushes the runner back for ball 4. We got runners on first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Yep, for 35. Ball 1. Good fastball. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh. So that was a attempted a bunt. He missed the pitch. Ball popped out in front of home plate, but the runner was moving, so the throw to third was not quite in time. The runner at first stayed put, so we got runners at the corners. 2-1 count, no outs. Did he call that a strike? Did he say when? Yeah, okay, he called it a strike, so we got a 1-2 count. Check swing, holds it up. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice pitch. Strike 3 looking. It's caught the top of the strike zone with that breaking ball. Looks a sub also here. Looks like Coach Boyd's going to go out and have a talk with Biggers. First and third, 1 out here. All right, well, infield conference on the mound with Coach Boyd. He's back in their positions here, and we're first and third, 1 out. And it's the number 7 hitter, Blades. Swing and a miss for strike 1. High, ball 1. Count even at 1-1. Nice looking pitch. Just a little low in the umpire's judgment. 2-1. And he spreads around a bunt. Got to throw behind the runner at first, then he's picked off. Got a little bit too far off the bag with the bunt. So we'll score that a caught stealing. Route number 2. Oh, that hit the batter. Right in his upper back. Haven't heard that dull thud sound in about a year. He shakes it off and runs down to first base. So we've got runners on the corner with 2 outs. And this brings up the 8-hole hitter. First pitch strike. Gets ahead of the batter, 0-1. was a ball and then a throw behind the runner at third. Not quite in time. A step off, and the runner's going to second, and they got him. Good help by the infield. Tell Biggers to step off, and kept his composure. Threw a strike to second, and got the runner trying to take off on a kind of an in-between steal. Yeah, they did. They did run themselves out of that inning. So number 30 will get to lead off and get a new count next inning for the Blaze. And we go to the top of the sixth. Mudville up 7-0. Under overcast skies and probably not quite 60 degrees, be my guess. Looks like the other team is showing up. Got some fans assembling on the right field berm.
Oh!
Little confusion in the Mudville dugout. Who's up? Looks like they got it straightened out.
I don't know if it was confusion or just.
Yeah. All right, brings up Sam Biggers, who homered in the second and walked in the third. 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Looks a ball 1 from the crafty left-hander that's remaining out there for the Blaze. Laying off that ball, low fastball. Looks like a strike until it gets about 3/4 of the way and it just drops off the table. Runs it to a 3-0 count here. Taken all the way. Called strike on the outer half at the knees. 3-1. And that's ball 4, low and outside. Looks like we've got another substitution entering for Mudville. Number 24, John Short. He hits a deep foul ball into left field, strike 1. Pitcher throws over to first. Runners back in plenty of time. And the 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. And he sits on that fastball, hits a fly ball into the shallow left field that drops between the left fielder and the center fielder for a nice piece of hitting and a single. Advances the runner to second. So we got runners on first and second with no outs. This brings up number 11. Another substitution here for the Muddies. Ben Winchester. And he hits a hard line drive that one bounces out of the outfield into left field. Not deep enough for the runners to advance beyond one base. So the bases are loaded on that single. So we got bases loaded, no outs, and to the plate, number 32, Porter, who reached on an air. The third baseman is first at bat of the year. Looks like we might have a pitch and change. And the crafty lefty did his job. Wasn't throwing hard, but he got Mudville players to swing at a lot of low pitches. Looks like we got a right-handed pitcher coming in relief. All right. Umpire's going to clean off home plate. We're back to the action here. Bases loaded, no outs. Just had a pitch and change. And Porter comes to the plate for his second at bat of the day. Mudville leads 7-0. Chance to get some damage done here. This inning for Mudville. Nice pitch, strike on the low outside corner. Another good pitch. Porter spoils it for strike two. Foul ball out of play on the right side. Takes that pitch high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball too high. Evens the count at 2-2. Ball 3. Look, count back to full. Nowhere to put him. He's probably going to get a pitch to hit here. And Porter hits a single in through the gap, the 5-hole, past the diving third baseman. Advances the runner's RBI single. Didn't barrel that up, but it got the job done. And this brings up number 6, top of the order, Kabani. 1-1 count. Fouls that back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Caden. Bases loaded, no outs. Ooh, that was a curveball that looked about 3 inches off the plate on the inside, but umpire called it a strike, so 1 down. Huh? It was inside. It was off the plate. Base is still loaded here for Andrew Graham. Ball 1 away. He flares a foul ball out of play on the right to even the count at 1-1. And short looper into a shallow right field. It's going to drop. The runners are all going to advance. And another RBI single. Yeah, that brings De Donato to the plate. Again, base is still loaded. We've got 1 out. And that's fouled out of play on the left side. What's the count? 1-1. Thank you. 1-1 count. This is a reliable game changer. Ball high and in. 2-1. just misses outside. 3-1. And he looks at strike 2, brings the count full. And that pitch is high, ball 4. It's going to be an RBI walk. Bases remain loaded. This brings up number 20, Shroop. 1 out. 3 runs in here. Scores 10-0 Mudville. And that is high for ball 1. Strike 1 called. And that one's fouled back out of play behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 10-0 Mudville here in the top of the 6th. With 1 out, bases loaded. And it's a ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to come home with it. And Porter beats the throw home. He's safe. Close pay. Bang, bang. We're going to call that a fielder's choice. And an RBI. And this brings up the 14, Warsham. Again, bases loaded, 1 out. And that was a ball. The ball hit count here's 2-0. Ball was low and in the dirt. The catcher was able to keep it close by, keep the runners from advancing. We got a 3-ball count. Taken all the way. Called strike 1. Strike 2. Fastball in the outer half. That was a good take. Not the pitch you wanted to drive in a 3-1 count. And there's a flare into the second baseman's going to track that down. Not deep enough for Graham at third to try to score. Wisely holds up. This is going to bring up number 8. Another substitution here. And I guess Noon is going to enter the order. It's a called strike 1. And that is a foul ball. Count of 0-2. So Noon entered the game in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hole when he was previously batting in the 11 hole, but we're just kind of playing a scrimmage format here. Get everyone their reps. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that ends the inning, but not before Mudville scores 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and 2 walks. 11-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. When coaches are talking, it sounds like this is going to be the last inning here after we complete the bottom half here of the 6th. And it looks like Biggers is going to be back on the mound here. Try to close this thing out. Record the shutout. Looks like the streaming's going good at the moment. Hopefully it hasn't been dropping out too much. Not much we can do here with the signal that we got. Some people don't even have service. The AT&T folks don't have any service. I've got Verizon and I've got a couple of bars, so. Number 8 hitter here for the Blaze. Looks the ball 1, a little high. Bill's going to have a 2 or 3 hour gap between games here. Go out and explore the area around Mason High School. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Looks like my battery's holding up too, which is good. And another swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Just misses with that curveball. Brings the count to full. And strike 3, foul tip into the catcher's glove. Squeezed nicely for out number 1. Tried to check a swing, but couldn't do it. Strike 1. Strike 2 swinging. Behind. Coach is adjusting the outfielders a little bit. Strike 3 swinging. 3 good fastballs. down here, bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss for strike one. And he's able to lay off that. Ball one. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And then 1 pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count even, 2-2 with that ball. And we've got a chopper to the shortstop. Well played. And that's going to end it. 6-3 putout. So in the first game of the year, Mudville wins 11-0 in 6 innings. Gives up only 1 hit. And records 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts for the pitching staff. So check game changer for the final stats. So I'm going to shut down this stream and start up again around 5 o'clock. Charge my batteries. Hopefully the cell service gets a little better, but I won't count on it.